Into the Mysts. I am your DM for the day, and I guess on this channel, whenever you're here. And with me today, I have a bunch of wonderful people. So why don't you all say hi? And we'll start with Connie.
Hey everyone, I'm Connie, pronouns they, he, and she. I play the splendid Jiang Yueshe, everyone's favorite Yuan-Ti bard sorcerer here on Fateforge Academy. When I'm not being Yue, I am the GM and producer behind Transplanar RPG, which is an all-transgender, people of color-led, 100% homebrew, Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition live-streamed actual play campaign set in an original non-colonial, anti-Orientalist world. We stream Saturdays at 3 p.m. U.S. Central Time under the moniker Transplanar RPG, so toss me a follow at by Connie Chong on Twitter and at Transplanar RPG on Twitter. With that, I'm going to pass things along to Norden Ali.
Hello, my name is Nordin Ali. My pronouns are he, him. You can catch me online most of the places at Werewolf Feels. I am usually not coughing this much, I promise. And that includes Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, if you really want pictures of my dog. And today I'm playing Donna Krithan, the bird. The bird. Just the ranger who loves his dragon because his dragon is his son.
So dearly.
That's
so
it.
dearly. Eris.
Hello, I'm Eris Savad. Pronouns are she and her. I normally make things like jewelry and stitched goods, but today I am playing Puck, the the fairy monk who has a very, very cute fairy dragon, but is kind of like a kitten, just a kitten.
And Luca.
Hey everyone, my name is Luca, or Gnome, pronouns he, him. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Nomadic, and I play Taza, who's probably not the oldest, but is at least definitely, like, the oldest here.
Emotionally.
Emotionally, physically, to an extent, bones wise. Who's a bugbear, an ancestral guardian bugbear, who has a mithril dragon named Norg, and his Safta, so his grandma, is with him at all times in badger form. Spiritual badger form.
And I'm Steven, pronouns are he, him. A couple things before we get started is one, if you have been enjoying this show, there's a couple ways that you can support us. First and foremost is let people know you're here and you're having a good time and you're excited to watch some dragon stories. If you would retweet our go live tweet, that is huge. It's a small way to help us. The other way is we have a Ko-fi that goes to support this show directly. If we reach our goal, which you'll see in there, it's a big goal, but these people are worth paying. And the creative amount of energy that they put into the show and their skill and talent is bringing you lots of entertainment. And so if you want to say thank you, our Ko-fi is a great way to do that. And I will be releasing the Dragon Rider rules if we hit that goal to anybody who gives to that, which they're a lot of fun. The other couple more things is one, we are affiliated with Found Familiar Coffee. Coffee. So if you use the code FAYFORGE on checkout, there you get a little 10% off, and that's another way to support the channel and the show. We are also affiliated with Green Leaf Geek, who is a amazing dice maker, and has a bunch of other. I can speak. Yeah, look at those dice. So pretty. Lots of handmade dice, as well as curated sets by companies like ChessX and HD Dice, and a lot of really fun merch as well that you can find in their store. So also, if you use the code FAYFORGE there, you get 10% off your order, except on the handmade sets, because those are not cheap to make in terms of labor or materials or creative energy, and they are worth every penny. And last but not least, let's have some fun. Oh no, this is actually the most important thing. I don't know why I always forget this. We have one all-encompassing rule on this channel if you've never been here before. I just put it in the chat, but by being here, you're involved in a social contract with us, the streamers, and everyone else in chat, and that is pretty straightforward in that we don't tolerate any hate. So if you put any hate out there, you will be removed swiftly, with no regrets, and with no second chances. So that is all. With that, let's head into the mists. So last time, the four of you set off to help these Flithidir, these small little flying gnome / parrot sort of creatures, who have a sort of dispute with a large tree ant and the forest around it. The tree ant has blamed these little Flithidir for the lack of water and the trees dying in this forest. The Flithidir claim that it's not their fault. Through a little bit of conversation, they learned that perhaps that something might be interfering with the water outside of both of these groups. Words are hard. Control is the word I was looking through. So you were led to this cave where the water flows to, and started traveling down. You experienced some angry mushrooms, a room of mirrors with reflections that weren't actually yourselves, and were actually kind of angry sometimes. Some moss that, oh my goodness, why can't I think of Donnick's dragon's name?
Khan.
Thank you. That Khan thought would be a good idea after the rest of the party very cleverly made it through, without disturbing these strange moss, to breathe fire on it, and that made the moss bad. But you did eventually make it through. You found this small colony of Brigganoks, these small little creatures. They're all about 3.5 or 4 feet tall, hunched over, lots of graying hair, bald spots, arms on patches of gray fur coming off their arms, little pig snouts, and all of them have a small little glowing light that's actually their soul on the outside of their bodies. They mine wish stones, wishes from the material plane that make their way to the feywilds. You discovered, Puck actually in particular, discovered that the bad wishes the Brigganoks don't like. And they blocked off where this river was going, in part because some of the Brigganoks who traveled down this path where the water went came back sort of in a trance and almost colorless, almost like they're grayscale in a world of color. Not talking, very tired, lacking their magic. The last thing was Yue was performing for these little Brigganoks, who were loving the show, and sort of just an offhand comment by seeing Yue's void dragon. When oh no, I lost the quote. What comes after fame? And Yue kind of went into almost dissociated, I feel like would be an accurate way to describe that. And so that's where we pick up. Yue sitting over this mine. Below you, Yue, it's almost like a kaleidoscope of lights where all these different wishes are finding their form in the feywilds underground here. As you look down, this kind of hole or chasm that you look into, there's a few little small waterfalls trickling down. You see some of the Brigganock down there mining. They've got their little axes. You see their little glowing, different colors, mostly shades of blue and green. Their little souls right behind them, providing a little bit of light. and your mind wanders back to this large oak, branches extending from its trunk, and on each branch is a different sort of bar. There are performers on each level, tables. The activity is constant. There are fairies, dryads, satyrs, ladrin, all sorts of fey folk on every single branch in this tavern that you know as Branches, one of your favorite places to perform. You're on a large branch, one of the higher up ones, one of the more prestigious spots for an entertainer to book a gig at. On your branch, there is sort of a raised leaf-like pedestal in the center where you are performing. The crowd is already enthralled, but why don't you describe what you're doing?
Sure. This version of Yue is in a shaved head, I think, phase of their life. So completely shaved down, no hair, with like, you see like tattoos, I think, glittering iridescent tattoos, the same sheen as the scales that glimmer from the bottom of their jaw all the way to their clavicle, winds up the back of their neck and sort of like forms like these beautiful swirls at like the crest of their forehead. They're standing on this leaf pedestal in the middle of juggling, I think, literal like flaming daggers, and there are like maybe 7 of them in a row, and they're sort of like talking to the audience as they do this, and they're saying, you know, a lot of high risk, high reward tricks and acts have been performed here in the branches, but I'm going to push the envelope just a little bit further. They toss all the daggers in a row, and the daggers sort of stick down and de-ignite into these like 7 buckets of water in front of them as they put them out. And then they turn and they gesture toward a 1-inch wide length of coiled high wire strung between 2 branches in the upper canopy of the oak here. And how, because you're the DM, answer me this, how far off the ground are we?
You're probably about 300 feet off the ground. This is a massive tree.
That's 300 feet is a huge tree. It's like Empire State Building or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It's enormous.
There's no net at all. It's just the wire, right? And yeah, I think with like minor illusion or prestidigitation or something is like causing like little like music is playing like to accompany their act as they pull out a blindfold, right? They present it to the audience. And they start to like blindfold themselves, and they sort
Gasps
of like
reach. Gasps and cheers.
They hop off the pedestal, reach into 3 of the buckets, lift up 2 daggers in one hand and 1 in the other, and when they flick it, they burst into flame again. And they're going to turn and carefully walk toward the high wire. As they do, they speak, because I think on the other side of the high wire, there's another crowd also watching. They sort of call out to the crowd on the other side, "Can I get an audience volunteer, please, to ensure that this stunt is indeed true?" Oh, me. Whoever that enthusiastic voice is, you.
You see flitting up from the other side, waving their hands frantically, a tiny little fairy, mostly orange and yellow colored, with bits of red here and there, followed by an even tinier, teeny weeny little fairy dragon, which is almost like just a little bit larger than a caterpillar at this point. Just flitting around, even like flying circles around the flitting fairy that is obviously extremely excited to have your attention now.
I hear wind gasping around you, friend. You can fly, no?
Yes, I can.
Well, I cannot. Would you do me a favor and fly over to this tightrope and just check underneath it? You can even shake the rope a little bit just to make sure that it's real. There's no net beneath it.
Okay, and then the crowd will see Puck essentially do like a little spiral all the way around the rope and makes it like kind of twang a little bit as you can hear it.
Fantastic. And now for my act. And there's gonna be like a drum roll, like in the music that you guys minor illusioning, and they put like they don't have shoes on, so they can better like grip. You see like chalk sort of like on their like special socks. Juggling 3 flaming daggers while blindfolded, 300 feet off the air, Yura steps onto this 1-inch wide piece of like coiled steel and begins to tightrope walk like across. And it's probably what 20, 30, 40 feet like long, I think.
Yeah.
And they start to just do it while juggling the daggers.
And it's silent. There is all you can hear is wind kind of blowing through the leaves as everyone is waiting on bated breath, hoping that there's not a gust of wind or a slip of the foot. As you get across the other side and you step down onto the other branch, just this magnificent roar of applause and excitement. Instantly you have individuals running up to you like, oh my goodness, that was incredible. How did you do that? Though one individual catches your eye, Shia, your manager, so to speak, this golden summer Eladrin, she's about 5'10". She's got these beautiful tattoos on both her arms. One, if you look closely, are the lyrics to a song called The Wind in the Wild, the story about 2 lovers chasing one another. On the other is this beautiful black dragon with almost like constellations in it. And this tattoo is magical. It floats up and down her arm and moves with her. As you make eye contact with her, you see a smile from her, but a hint of sadness in her eyes. And instantly, again, you're taken back to this crowd all around you, celebrating this incredibly dangerous but exciting feat that you just did. And I want to ask Donick or Taza, is there anything you would be doing at this event as you watch?
Taza.
It's okay if there's nothing. If
I feel that Taza would probably be here with the Chazarim clan, and they're drinking. They're being the nomadic barbarian clan that they are. They're in this massive tree. And there's all of this magic around them, and it's just like chaos at whatever table that they're sitting in, because they're also probably like raising toasts and stuff to the spirits around them that nobody else can see, just them. So
I'm picturing one of the bartenders bringing a drink and like sticking it through your great grandma, and like someone else in your clan getting offended. Like,
I don't think Donick's actually there, but he is in town. They're going around getting supplies, and they told Khan to follow them, and Khan is not following him. Khan came here and is like peering through a window. So there's just like a boreal dragon trying to be surreptitious, staring at whatever's going on because he wants to get the action. This is super exciting. He's at that age where, you know, he can take care of himself, and his dad's being really overwhelming, and frankly, he just wants to have some fun and meet other dragons. Like, he doesn't have any friends. Come on.
beautiful. So as this memory fades, is there anything else that you want to happen in this memory, any of you?
Go ahead, Puck.
At one point, Puck would approach you and be like, "Oh my gosh, that was amazing! Where did you learn that?"
Oh, thank you. I think you're like signing autographs with like the blindfold around their neck. and they're like smiling. They've got like their stage makeup on. Oh, just a combination of inborn talent and just many, 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 many hours of practice. Believe me.
Well, I just have to say your look is fabulous, and if you ever need a personal designer, then just look me up.
A personal designer, and that causes you to pause and like signing autographs and sort of like I think has been sort of glibly talking to you this entire time. Are you a makeup artist?
Oh, seamster. I really make clothes from just about everything. Anything that
Well,
inspires me, of course,
I have been looking for a wardrobe upgrade. Why don't you talk to my manager, Shia?
Yes, dear.
This what was your name again? Sorry, I don't think I got it.
Oh, I'm Puck.
Shia, this is Puck. Puck is a stylist, costumer. Maybe they could help me out with the upgrade I've wanted with the sheer jacket.
Oh, you would look lovely in that. Puck, it's lovely to meet you. I'm Shia, and these piercing emerald eyes look at you. Puck, you do notice it looks like there might have even been a tear or two in them. Well, the show was another success. Congratulations, Yue.
As it always is, Shia, you old worrywart. I'm gonna be fine. And I'd love it if, like, on that, maybe, like, on the other side of the branch, the tightrope snaps off. You know what I mean? It, like, like it snaps and, like, bark explodes and, like, it, like, coils through the air and then swings down and starts hanging, sort of like a lion's tail. Whoa! Good thing I wasn't on it when that happened.
The smile that Shia has been kind of carrying goes away. Leans into you and whispers, "Love doesn't hope you put yourself in danger." And
Shia.
and she says, and then congratulations, another rousing success. Puck, I'm sure that you will provide some of the finest clothes for Jue. And she sort of walks away, grabs a drink.
Excuse me, Puck. I just need to. Shia! And Rish gonna sort of storm off and follow Shia, maybe toward the back of the tavern.
Okay. And I think that's where we're going to end that memory. And we kind of cut back to Yue, feet dangling over the side, seeing his come and joined you. But I want to switch over to Donick and Taza. You've been surrounded by these Brigganock eating sandwiches as they provided this really long, almost banquet table with every sort of ingredient you could make your own sandwich out of. Really, really delicious bread.
It's a Fuddruckers.
Underground Fuddruckers. Khan has sort of accepted after your very apparent concern. Like, okay, I won't just burn stuff anymore, probably.
I'm not saying don't have to burn anything, just saying. I just want to see you get hurt.
Yeah, I know maybe that was my bad. Wait. Yeah.
Come on, you're just a small little egg, all alone in the world.
I know, but I'm not an egg anymore.
Yeah, but when I see you, sometimes I still see that little egg, and I get afraid that I don't want to see you taken away from me. Because what we have, it's special.
I know. Just like,
I'll try to be cooler,
yeah.
Pull back a little.
Yeah, I'll maybe I'll try to listen sometimes.
Okay.
Taza.
Wait,
Oh.
where's Puck? Where's Yue? Oh no.
Taza sitting around this table, enjoying sandwiches. I don't believe that the Brigganock would have ever encountered a bugbear before. They all reach up to about your knee, and so you're surrounded by all these tiny little creatures offering you anything that they think you can't reach, even though your arms reach much further than any of them could actually ever grab. So what are you guys doing? That wasn't their voice. So what are you guys doing down here?
Oh, well, we are here to figure out why the river has stopped flowing. There's quite a disaster up top.
Oh,
On the surface, yes.
never been up there. We blocked the river.
Oh, well, the problem figured out, I guess. We need to unblock the river. Is that possible with your assistance?
Oh, I don't know if we can do that.
Why not?
Slowest conversation ever. This little Brigganock looks a little bit nervous, looking around at the other ones. I don't think I'm supposed to say. That's not my job.
Oh,
I think one of our elders went with your little fairy friend, and maybe they can say, but I'm not supposed to say. But no. I will not help you.
Do you discuss such things with your elders?
I mean, yeah,
Well, I am an elder.
you're not my elder.
Oh, but I am an elder. There is still a level of respect that is offered.
Wow.
Why? Because we are to respect our elders.
Because you're old?
No, not because I'm old. That's just the world works. We age, most of us here anyways. No. You respect your elders because when they are gone from this plane, they'll still be with you. So you need to recall on how you treat them, lest you find yourself mixed with negative spirits. Ooh. Deception.
Can I hear this conversation?
Sure.
Well, turns out Donick doesn't. Instead, in the background, going, Puck! Okay, little dude. Just, do you have a buddy? Because I know that you're afraid of you can't see in the dark. So just call out and just wanders off into the distance.
Puck, you can hear that.
Meanwhile, I'm on my way back from seeing the grayscale people. Be like, hey, wait, no, don't run off. Hey, what are you doing? Where are you going?
I was looking for you and Yue. I was hoping you were together, but clearly you're not. You saw in the dark.
Where's Yue?
It's a good question.
Can I overhear this from the fruity cliff I'm on?
Why not?
Okay, yeah, I think at this point, both of you hear I'm here. No need to lose your marbles when the hottest member of the party is gone. And you're guys gonna arrive, slick their hair back,
But I
put on a
haven't gone
smile.
anywhere, though.
What did I miss?
I think I found our problem.
I think Taz is also looking for our problem in all the wrong places.
Is that what those weird groaning noises are? I thought that was just the wind.
They talk really slow, but like I get it because sometimes you just need to slow things down to communicate. Also,
Even like
when we are alone in the cave, you find a buddy. You never go alone. Rule number 1.
I had a buddy, and yeah, I point over my shoulder at the other Brigganock who is slowly making their way because they're really old, right? They're slowly making their way behind me.
That's very safe here.
Yeah, it could be really safe, but at the same time, when one of us can't really see in the dark, they wander down the wrong cave.
I've got a buddy too. We've all got buddies all the time. What are you talking about, Donick? Sing.
Yes, darling.
Oh, there you are. Goodness, I have a penchant for sneaking up on me.
I do blend in this this sort of environment.
You do, don't you? Here, have a fish that Donick got for us earlier today. And I'm gonna pull out a fish and feed it to my dragon.
Okay. So if you have information and Taz is getting information, we should probably like get together, then discuss it so you don't have to repeat yourself.
That was
Yeah.
gonna be my expect. Okay.
See? Same brain. That's the benefit of talking slow.
Sure.
When you slow down your speech again, even for like half a second, starts tapping their feet. Okay, let's go find Taza. Let's regroup. Let's take care of this water thing and become heroes. Yes.
And Tassa, this one little as the three of you approach with your dragons, Tassa, this one that you've been arguing about eldership with is now like standing on your knee, like looking you eye to eye, like, why can't I be an elder? You should respect me.
Oh, well, are you an elder of your people? Because if you are an elder, then I give you all of the respect that a fellow elder can. And that means we can confide in one another. It is the elder code.
I'm gonna need to see your elder ID.
Oh, let's see. Yeah, one moment. Like, lifts off his the ornate skull on his head, and it is like completely bald. Like there's fur, and he's got a beard, but there's no hair. Will this do?
Yeah, and then slaps a piece of sandwich meat on your head and runs away.
Save that for later.
and the three of you watch that happen and meet back up, and it's the four of you together. And I don't remember if I mentioned this last time, but this will count as a short rest if you need to roll hit dice or anything like that.
You can hear Puck's laugh tinkle throughout the cave as we reapproach. I see you got a snack there.
Yes, welcome back. Would you like a sandwich?
Not from your head.
Ooh, there's all of the. He just kind of like flays his arms out, and there's like a spread of stuff that like all of these little folk have like brought him. So it's just very easily in reach. Like, there's plenty to go around.
I'm quite full. Aren't we, Sing?
Yes. That fish
Yes,
was lovely.
Yes, of course. Thank you for the fish, by the way, Donick. But I am quite eager, and I believe Donick and Puck are as well, to share information and get on with our quest.
Oh, yes. These little ones blocked the river. But they won't help us move whatever they've blocked the river with. They wouldn't tell me more. It's a little disrespectful. That one over there. And like, he does that like grandpa stare where like, you know you're being talked about. And it's just that soul-piercing stare. That one over there.
You watch this one kind of like slink behind a rock.
Puck lands on the table and just starts grabbing food from what Taza's been offered, and they'll say, "Oh, well, I actually talked with one of their elders, and they blocked it because people were going down the passage and coming back not okay.
What do you mean no okay?
Well, see, I was gonna try to chew, but I can't chew and do that voice at the same time. It takes two different parts of the mouth. Oh well, they came back like monochrome, like all the color drained out, and then and they won't talk.
I don't know if you're monochrome, man.
Yeah, like words are really hard for them, like at all. So
I mean,
there's something down there that needs to be taken care of, and they're too afraid to have anybody go out there. So they blocked it. So we gotta figure out what's out there.
Sorry, I was making sure Khan ate and I forgot to eat. What I meant was, are you sure they're just not like shifted to a darker wavelength? Because some of y'all are pretty monochromatic to me, because I see an ultraviolet.
No. Believe me, I know color.
Hold on, Donick. If you see an ultraviolet, does that mean certain substances glow?
Yeah.
Like blood?
Yeah.
And it's just always been like this, and this is the first time you're telling us.
I mean, first of all, I'm a bird, so I thought it was, pretty obvious.
I didn't want to assume.
I don't have bird eyes.
And second, wait, your dragons don't see in ultraviolet?
I look suspiciously at all of our dragons.
Well, something I've learned is that perspective changes everything depending on who you are and your body composition. And sometimes people forget that other people see things differently than them.
It's also really hard to explain. You know what I mean? Because I can't explain what I can't see. Right? So someone's like, "Well, what do you see red as?" And I'm like, "Well, red's low on the color wavelength, so it's hard to say that I don't see it. I mean, I see a thing. I just don't see. We call it red because you call it red, and I'm like, okay, so that's got to be red. But that doesn't mean I see red. It's really hard to explain.
So am I actually pretty, or do I just think I'm pretty?
Yeah.
This doesn't matter.
You're gorgeous.
A blocked stream? Thank you, Sing. I know you'll never lie to my face.
Never.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we blocked the stream with the wish stones. The bad wishes, because bad things happened.
So the bad wish stones are causing the monochromatic chromaticity?
No, the wish stones don't do anything. They're just like from grumpy people who are like, I hope my mom stubs her toe. And we don't like those ones. So they're ugly. The wish stones are ugly.
But that's what's blocking the stream.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We got to find something. We got to find another place to put those. But we also have to take care of what's on the other side of the street.
Something's deeper in the tunnel, yeah. I mean, I feel like you little folks can handle the whole, wish stone thing. Well, we handle the monochromaticity problem.
Oh, we're not going to move the stones.
That's gonna have to be us. I have a feeling that these little Flinder, Binder, minor soul people are just going to be doing their own thing, and it's up to us 4 brave heroes and our 4 noble steeds to save the day, yes?
Well, that makes no sense. They've caused a problem, and they should fix their problem. I'm not moving a stone. You can move your own stones.
We don't really want to, and the thing is, we don't have any problems down here that have not been fixed by the stones being where they are. And if we do move the stones, then we actually do have problem. So I don't want to make more problem for my people.
What's the problem if the stones are moved?
They're afraid
Did
they're
you
gonna
not-
access the
did you not
knock out of
hear-
sea again.
Did you not hear your friend?
We'll
find out.
take care of that. Move the stones.
At least
Oh.
like make a wandering
Who
path
moved
for
the
us.
stones?
You
Okay,
move the stones.
friend, it's gonna take us too long to move the stones, and if it takes too long, then a bunch of angry ants are gonna come in here and like fuck up.
Oh, they can't fit.
Yeah,
If
but
our dragons can fit, they'll make a way.
yeah.
Okay. Sing Yue gets on Sing and starts flying toward where the stones are lodged. Yue's done with this conversation. I'm gonna go be a hero. The rest of you can stay here and argue with the people we're supposed to be helping for as long as you want. But when I single-handedly fix everything and the world sings my praises, don't say I didn't give you a chance to join me in glory.
You feel like you is maybe compensating for something right now?
Nope, not at all. I'm perfectly well adjusted. Onward!
Oh, absolutely, Donic. Absolutely.
I can't even mute in time.
Okay, well, as Yue flies away on Sing, you have to end up flying kind of down into this cavern that you saw. At the bottom, you can see where this stream has been blocked, and it's actually formed sort of a dam. Water is sort of filling this bottom. It's turned into a bit of a lake. On the sort of the north end of this probably, I don't know, 60-foot lake, more or less, 60-foot in diameter lake. You see these, like, most of the lights you've seen have been these, like, kind of beautiful rainbow-esque colors reflecting. This section is sort of, like, duller. There are still lights reflecting, but it's like the picture, the colors that I'm picturing of are like browns, puke greens, like just not the most beautiful colors in the world, reflecting from this pile of stones that you can see.
Puke green, poop brown, pea yellow. That's what
Exactly.
I'm imagining.
Exactly. So as you approach there, what are you doing?
Ugh. This place reminds me of a urinal back in the branches, if you know what I mean. And I'm sort of gonna try to elbow my party if they've caught up at this point.
Are y'all following?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, then you, gosh, sorry.
It's okay. That filter, Steven, that filter.
Donic lightly wraps some sandwiches for later.
Yeah, you would all hear you say that, though.
Oh, well, you know, I try to stay away from those. It's easier when you can fly, though. So apparently we need to keep going.
Oh, hold on, Puck. What do you mean it's easier when you can fly?
You can go elsewhere.
So do you just freely
Well,
No?
whiz
No?
in the
what is
air?
happening?
No. I could just fly down to the ground and find a different place.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just okay. Never mind. Misunderstanding. Everything's all sorted out. Tosley, you didn't hear anything.
What?
I can explain. So, what was happening?
Nope. Let's
Nope.
keep moving.
We're good. Mm-hmm.
I'm still not moving these stones.
You
This
do hear
is their problem.
you do hear that same old little voice as you've flown down. You've had to fly down about 100 feet. Something might live in the water now.
Okay. Well,
Cowards.
Heroes don't just sit around idly and do nothing against monsters that lurk in the deep. I'm gonna cast my gaze around. Do we see the burnt up wish stones or like the bad wish stones?
Yeah,
anywhere?
it's where the bad colors are coming from. There's like a pile of them. It's about 8 feet tall, 10 feet
Okay.
wide.
Wait, 8 feet tall. Is there room above it? Can we just fly above it without moving a single stone?
It's about, there's like maybe 2 or 3 inches above it.
Someone
It's not
we
even-
know is 2 or 3 inches. Who can't
Hey,
see
actually-
in the
I'm not
dark?
going in there.
Yeah, no, that's it.
actually, you may have to, because if we move these stones incorrectly, we could unflood a dam and then get drowned.
We have dragons. We could just.
Well, I wouldn't want to.
Dragons can still
flood.
drown.
They can fly.
But they could.
Let's be optimistic, friends. We're not gonna drown. We're not gonna flood this village. We're gonna come in here and we're gonna save the day, okay? And I'm gonna squeeze Sing's flank with my legs and get Sing to like fly up well above the water, wary of things in the deep. I'm gonna look around like Sing's shoulders to see if I see anything in the water.
Give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
It's still
Is there a way-
it's still dim light down here, so
Oh, can I like minor illusion some bright light then to help guide my perception? I'm just like a 5-foot cube of bright light.
is that how? Sure,
No,
why not?
Some of us can make light too.
I could also, like, if there's any glowing spores down here, I could like grow some plants. I have
Oh,
druid
sorry,
craft.
that was with disadvantage. I guess my first roll was a 17.
A 17. You see some ripples in the water that don't match the natural movement of the water.
How big are the ripples?
They vary in size. The first one you see is probably about 5 feet. The next one you
Okay.
can't tell if it's just expanded further, or not. But the next one's about 10 feet.
Does it seem like there are multiple creatures inside the water or just one big one?
With a 17, you would think that there's probably multiple, given their location and how the ripples kind of move.
Careful, friends. There are several things in this water, I say, and I snuff out the light as I approach the wall of boulders.
Well, let's just get prepared and like. Tasa's gonna like clap his big old hands together, and you can see like little sparks coming out of them as he goes to approach the water.
Okay.
Can I shocking grasp the water?
Yes, you can.
Cool. Let's see. That is. I have to do it. Roll 20.
Should
I
we roll
definitely
initiative?
didn't migrate anything.
Maybe. We'll see.
That's a 15 plus 3, so that's an 18.
Okay. Why don't you roll your damage?
Okay.
Oh, dear.
Damage is a 1d8. Take a 5.
Okay. You watch as this electricity crackles off Taza's hands into the water. For a moment, as the shot goes out, there's this like brief glow, almost like lightning that shoots out. In the water, you see these two forms that this electricity kind of encircles briefly.
As a bonus
And-
action,
Go ahead.
I'd
Go
like
ahead.
to rage. Tasa's cranky. Cranky with the disrespect from these little folk who aren't gonna pick up their own trash that they made. He's mad, so he is in his barbarian rage, and Baba Safta is just kind of like sitting there at the ready, like kind of like wiggling their badger butt.
Okay. So as you rage, these two forms made completely of water appear right next to you. Both are between 6 and 8 feet tall. The water is moving fluid through them. You see within them there's 3 small glowing lights that resemble the same, like kind of these bad wishes that are coming from the wall, kind of pulsing through them. And I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative.
Gosh darn it.
Puck got a 17.
I seem to always roll real low when it comes to initiative. I've got a +7 to initiative.
Oh my gosh.
Can I Tides of Chaos my initiative? Because it's technically an ability check.
Sure.
Okay.
And you can roll on your wild magic table.
Ooh! Oh my god, I have to pull that up. I will do that.
Oh my
right
god,
now.
your nails and hair are still growing.
They're. Yeah, this entire
I was just
time
about
I've
to mention
been-
that.
I'm gonna keep the 10.
Really? Wonder why.
I got Okay. I'm gonna roll a D100. Let's just see what I get here. 54 for Tides of Chaos.
Okay.
Let me just pull that up.
I love just waiting to see what sort of fuckery sorcery
I know.
is happening.
With bated breath. I'm just waiting for my PDF to load. My cat is drinking from my water cup. He's so rude.
Chaos.
A swarm of shimmerlings appears in a random space within 30 feet of you. Its behavior is determined by the GM and it disappears after 1 minute.
Okay. So as you roll for initiative, this like burst of magic, these lots of small lights, they're almost like they're about 2 inches. They're not big. These small lights all start shooting out of Sing in this swarm-like fashion. They move almost like a school of fish, kind of swirling around. Where are shimmerlings in here?
Do we automatically know what they are, or would we have to
You would. They're very common in the feywilds. So they're these little creatures that, you know, if I search, that actually works better. I know how to use stuff like computers.
Speaking of roll 20. Roll 20. That's it.
Well, unfortunately, this isn't. Oh, I forgot to thank Roll20. Thanks, Roll20. We're part of the Roll20 Spotlight program, and so this stream is brought to you by Roll20. So they're these like tiny creatures. They're very playful. They like to illuminate things. They are innately lights, essentially. So it's like a swarm of them is like hundreds of these tiny little lights that float around. And so the dim light is now regular light.
Nice.
Good for y'all. And
I have a quick question. Would my attack be considered like a surprise round?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because then I would like to have used surprise attack, which is a racial bonus.
Okay.
So once per combat, if I surprise a creature with an attack on my first turn in combat, it deals an additional 2d6 damage.
Okay. Roll that.
Bet. I forgot that I had that. I had another 6, so 11 total damage.
Okay. Okay. As these shimmerlings appear, I am going to need everyone, including your dragons, to make a charisma save. Or, excuse me, a wisdom save. Wisdom save.
Oh, good grief. I have a
Those
+3 to
rolls.
that roll.
Oh boy.
Can I Tides of Chaos again? Because I got it back because you had me roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I roll to cry?
Always roll.
free action. Free action.
Of course, Khan succeeds.
Okay.
Yeah.
My second Tides of Chaos means my hair turns to pink and blue stripes for 10 days.
Amazing. So this
10
rapidly growing pink and blue hair.
I said trans rights. Trans rights. God, what is happening? I hate it when this happens.
Okay. Those of you who did not roll higher than a 14, these shimmerlings, as they appear, almost hypnotize you, and you are under the hypnotic pattern spell.
Again.
As they move around. And I believe that Puck, it is your turn.
Is it possible that Puck is the only party member that made this save?
It's Puck and Khan. I think Sing actually needs to make a wisdom save.
Oh yeah,
I did.
Your dragon
They got a 6.
Perfect. Okay. So, what does hypnotic pattern do?
It's Puck and Khan. Puck and Khan.
Here, I'll put it in the. Wait, did that go in the chat? It didn't. Obey me. I don't know why I can't get it into the chat, but each creature in the area who sees the pattern must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature becomes charmed for the duration. While charmed by this spell, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
Okay. Cool.
The
So
spell can end though. If any
yeah.
of us take any damage, or if someone else uses an action to shake us out of our stupor. So if you have an area of effect spell you can use to just hit us, we will get out of our stupor.
Oh, I do need to double check.
So Trix is just kind of gliding along with these lights, just completely entranced. Puck is going to kind of shake Taza and say, "Taza, now's not the time for this. You need to have your wits about you." And because I used my action to shake Taza, I'm going to use a key point to take the dodge action as my bonus action.
Okay. All right.
And I'm going to kind of try to stay away from these creatures, whatever
Okay.
they are.
Okay. And Taza. Oh, and do you want Trix to do anything?
Trix is hypnotized.
Okay.
They're just kind of floating around, following the
I was
lights.
gonna say I picture Trix like right behind these lights, just like
Yeah, kind
Really, I picture Trix trying to become a Shimmerling.
of. Yeah. Well, they're like playing with them. Like
Yeah.
they are a cat with a shiny light.
with like 1,000 laser pointers.
Yeah. Like this cat is very overstimulated right now.
All right, Taza, it is your turn. And did Norg make his save?
No, Nor got
Okay.
3. It's even worse than Taza. Taza's in a rage, though, so he's going from many mental states to other mental states very rapidly. It's almost like sundown syndrome. And he... Have the two things emerged from the...
They have. As you watch as like kind of the sparks shoot through their body, and you see these three like murky green and yellow lights kind of float within these amorphous, almost humanoid but not quite watery forms.
Okay. Let's see. How deep is the water? Do we know how deep the water is?
You won't be able to tell.
You won't be able to tell. Okay.
It would be very difficult to tell, but you could roll an investigation check.
Nah,
if you want to try.
There's no way that Taza gives a crap. How deep the water is.
Roll to give a crap.
Yeah. As close to the ledge as Taza can get for now. Taza's gonna kick up his staff, and Baba Safta is immediately clinging to like the end of the staff, and in that kind of like slow motion again, we see him kind of winding up as the badger is like running up and down the staff to balance it better, and he's gonna go ahead and take a reckless attack swing with his reach.
Okay.
Because he's got them long arms. I'm so excited I finally get to actually use those.
Yeah.
And make an attack.
Okay.
With his... Dang it! Oh,
Reckless
but I
is
used
19
reckless.
though.
19!
Yeah.
We'll take the 19. That's right.
Okay. That hits one of them. One of them actually, you do notice is. So I'm going to let you make this choice because I should have explained it beforehand. One of them seems to be also its body is following these shimmerlings, so you can attack that one, or one seems more focused on you.
Oh, the one that's super more focused, without a doubt. And
Okay.
then, hang tight. I know I have something else. In my ancestral guardian form, because I successfully made an attack, I have activated ancestral protectors. So the first creature that I hit with an attack on my turn has disadvantage on any attack that isn't against me. So I have it aggroed right now.
Okay.
And then if the creature decides to attack somebody else, the creature that is attacked has resistance to the damage dealt by the attack. Okay. So Baba Safta will be like running and basically running the show with this battle right now.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
I love that.
It's really like you want to play a tank. Ancestral Guardian is like the old school World of Warcraft tank, and I'm
amazing
here for it.
I love it. Anything else on your turn?
That's it.
Okay. Donick, did you pass your save, or are you?
I did not. Khan did.
Okay. I don't remember if you can roll at the end of. No, you don't roll at the
not
end
as
of your
written.
turn, so.
No.
So Khan is going to open up his maw to try and burn them alive, and then he remembers his promise. So instead, he's just going to turn to Donick and roar at him to wake him up.
Okay. Yeah. Donick, what are you doing?
Oh, okay. Oh. Okay.
And why don't you roll a d20, and an 11 or higher, we'll say that Khan went before you and woke you up, and so okay, you can have your turn.
Oh boy. Okay. So I look around. The situation is one thing is entranced by lights. Can I tell what that thing is?
You can make an Arcana check. You're not exactly sure with a 16, but you know it's some sort of like elemental creature.
Mm-hmm.
And with the lights that match these stones that are in the wall, it seems like perhaps it was brought to life by these bad wishes.
People really don't realize what they can do with their power. Okay. So one's entranced, one is bloodied. Both of them are bloodied, actually. But there's also the Shimmerlings. Yeah, I'm going to attack the Shimmerlings.
Okay.
Are the Shimmerlings the ones causing hypnotic pattern?
They are.
Okay.
They're about 30 feet above you as they're flying around. I guess you're a bird, so that doesn't really matter. And you're a ranger, so that also doesn't really matter.
Also, you have a dragon you can fly on.
So none of it matters. I spread my wings, pound off of the ground straight up, which takes a lot of strength, by the way, and immediately slash up with my short sword.
Okay. Roll your attack.
18 hits?
18 hits.
Okay. Attack is D6 plus 4, piercing. Oh, I just realized something. So, hold up. I can make an additional weapon attack as part of that action if the attack hits. Okay. So, this first one, 1d6 plus 4. So, this is the d6, 6 damage.
Okay.
Then I'm going to strike again because I can.
Okay.
14 hits.
14 does not hit. As they almost dance around your second swing, as though they're in water, and they just swirl around it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that attack didn't hit. So it's just the 6 damage.
Okay.
They have to make a
and-
concentration check, right? Because Hypnotic Pattern is a concentration spell.
I am just double checking real quick. Yes, they do. That is a natural one. As everyone who is enthralled by them through these 2 swings that Donick makes, this pattern that they've been sort of forming sort of scatters. And that spell is broken. So if you failed, you are out of that. Anything else on your turn, Donick?
I believe that's all I can do for now.
Okay.
Let me just double check one thing. Yeah, okay. Am I 10 feet away from any of the spirity orby things? The elementals?
No. They're like 6 to 8 feet tall, and you're 30 feet in the air.
Yep. Well, then that's all I can do.
Okay. And Yue, it is your and Sing's turn.
Okay. Question mostly for Taza. While Hypnotic Pattern was in effect, do you think Yuan, Sing, and everyone else who was under would have been able to see your ancestral guardians while we were like being hypnotized?
Yes, I am so here
Yeah.
for that. Yes.
Yes. Okay, because I want to be able to see this cool shit you're doing. I mean, I'm describing it. We can't see it.
Yes, so there's this badger now, right? About 2 foot big badger, black fur, and then has this like almost like water slick kind of outline that's this like bright electric blue.
Taza, that badger on you? Is that you?
Oh no! That's Mama Softa! That's my great grandmother! She is always here with me when we go fight.
You've mentioned her before, but I thought it was just your age talking. I didn't know it was literal.
Hey,
Wow.
What is Taza's age supposed to mean?
I just mean, Taza says things. The man has a piece of bologna on his head, for crying out loud.
It's for later! Just
Wow.
keeping
And like
it
Riz.
warm.
It's like a hot plate on your bald head.
Oh my god.
Riz looking at you with this like wide expression that you've never seen on his face before. Just like with awe, and is like genuinely impressed by you in a way that they've just dismissed you before. And we're gonna go, well, okay, old man, let's show these monsters who's who. Sing! And I'm going to have Sing exhale. Do we want control or do we want damage? What's the party feeling? I can do either or.
Wreck 'em.
Just
I'm in a
shred
rage,
it.
so wreck 'em.
Shred them
Okay.
like, shred them like a good pulled pork. I don't eat pork. I don't even know.
Okay, then in that case, Grizz gonna say, evaporate these water wenches. And Sing is gonna stellar flare breath. So each creature within a 15-foot cone. I'm trying to get the Shimmerlings and both of these water things, if
You won't
possible.
be able to
within
get.
15
You won't be
feet.
able to get. You can either get the water things or the Shimmerlings. You won't be able to get both.
I'll
Get
get
the
the water
water
things
things.
then. I'll get the water thing. Yeah, because we're out of Hypnotic Pattern. So that's a DC 13 deck save.
Dex for 1 and for 2.
Okay. They're gonna take half damage then.
Okay.
So the first one is gonna be fire damage. Sorry, I forgot to roll one more d6. So that's 10 fire damage, halved is 5. And that is going to be 11 radiant damage, halved is 5 again, I think. You see
Yes.
all these like nat 1s I'm getting on damage dice? What is this? Tis.
There's
So
been a
that's
lot of
gonna
ones
be-
rolled all across the board.
I know! Roll20's just like, no one's a hero tonight. That's gonna be
Roll20 has a
Sing.
story to tell.
Yeah, and it's not ours. I am going to, as a bonus action. Puff of smoke. Puff of smoke, one of the water things.
Okay.
So that is going to be, I'll just like drop it in here. That is going to be a deck save.
Okay. An 8.
Nice. Okay, it is blinded until the start of my next turn, which means attack rolls against it have advantage. I'm going to chromatic orb at the 3rd level.
So I will say, as this puff of smoke goes out, it still seems to be able to track you.
Oh, it's immune to being blinded? Is that what that means? I don't get advantage on my attack roll?
You do not.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. At least we found out. Then I will chromatic orb at 3rd level. Submit.
And also roll me a d20.
That is okay. I will. Hold on. What does this even mean? That was a nat 1 on my attack roll. I am going to. No, I don't think so. I'm going to surge it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to Tides of Chaos that and re-roll it.
Okay.
The whole thing, I suppose. Yep. Let's see. Higher level cast. What does that mean? 10? Are you kidding me? A 10?
This goes and flies past it, slamming into the walls on the other side. I need you to roll a d20
2
and a
D100s. Right? Okay. But 2 D100s because you asked me for my... Wait, you had me re-roll it. Okay, so just 1 D100. Okay. Can I, as a reaction... Can I, okay, I'm just gonna have this go on as long as you let me. Can I Tides of Chaos again?
I mean, as written, you've rolled, wait, what would you be Tides of Chaosing?
My second attack, which also didn't hit. I'm assuming a 10 won't hit this thing.
Didn't you Tides of Chaos the second one?
I Tides of Chaos the nat 1, and then I got a 10, and I want to Tides of Chaos it again, if I'm allowed.
No, I won't, because
Okay.
we can't do it indefinitely.
Okay, sounds good. So that is a 65. That is going to be, let's see. I smell like summer flowers for the next 8 hours.
The aesthetic of Yue is just constantly changing.
It's becoming more fantastical and fabulous by the second.
I know.
Suddenly, like these long painted nails that are so dainty they need to be kept in cages. Like long hair that just drags down to the ground in stripes of pink and blue. The smell of peach blossoms just sort of...
Yeah, I'm all of that. I don't even have to describe it. It's exactly that's what's happening. Yeah, my
You're
hair
from
is like
above
the
you.
trans flag colors. Yeah, it's growing out. My nails are growing out, and then suddenly, as I'm like summoning like an orb of ice, and I'm trying to fling it at this water thing. And as it flings forward, like a puff of like perfume explodes from my palm and like settles over this entire chamber, and everything just smells like persimmons.
Amazing. Anything else on your and Sing's turn?
I mean, geez, I pulled out all the stops for all my things, and none of it hit. So that's it. I guess that's
Okay.
all I can do. Yeah.
So one of them, the one that is enthralled by your great-great-grandmother, Taza, reaches out with these watery arms for a 21.
Oh yeah.
And you feel them wrap around you and start to cover you in water and pull you in to the water. You take 17 bludgeoning damage, which you are raging, so I believe that is halved.
So it's half
To 8. The other one, as it kind of snaps out of this hypnotic pattern, reaches towards Jue, who is firing ice bolts at it for a 17.
Okay. I'm going to... You know what? I'll take it. I can do it.
Okay, and you are grappled as well as you take 17 bludgeoning damage.
Fuck. Okay.
And both of you are pulled in towards the water, where about your waist. You're about waist deep in the water. And Puck, it is your and Trix's turn.
Gosh, there's so much that happened just now. You hear from above you, you're changing your look so much, I can't keep up. And then Puck will say, Trix, go invisible and do your tricks. And Trix will, as a bonus action, turn invisible and then fly over to the one that has UA and is going to breathe Euphoria breath, directing just onto that one creature.
Okay.
So make a wisdom save.
A 10, which I believe
Yeah,
fails.
it's DC 11. All right, so that creature is under the Euphoria breath. So we'll roll the die at the start of all of its turns.
Okay.
You're welcome. And then I'm going to Puck's gonna say, well, thanks for the light though, and is going to, oh gosh, they're going to kind of start rubbing their hands together, almost like they're rolling a bead between their palms. And after just a moment, the bead starts getting bigger and bigger and bigger and turns into this giant ball of light. And they will hurl it at that same the same creature. I assume
Okay.
it's a water elemental of some kind.
It is.
Yeah, so I'm going to attack with Radiant Sunbolt. Oh, come on. Oh gosh,
Can
a
you?
natural
Well,
one.
hold on. Can you link the Euphoria breath
Oh,
real quick?
Can I?
Or I can find it.
It's on Trix's character sheet. Here, I can
Dragons.
copy paste into the chat.
Thank you.
Um,
Dragon.
Well, there's no save after.
Okay,
Oh.
I'm gonna say because it's under this Euphoria breath that you would have advantage because it's not really acting normal. It's not necessarily incapacitated, but it is like just kind of chilling now.
But it's also grappling someone. All right, 13 to hit.
A 13 just hits.
Yes. Okay, so that's 5 radiant damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to spend another key point to do a flurry of blows. Yeah, and this is going...
Tiny fists of fury.
Yes, these are... I'm going to essentially do 2 more of the same attack.
Okay.
So you said these are with advantage. Talk of that. And 16 to hit.
Hits.
5 radiant damage. And then a natural 20.
Nat 20.
For 6 radiant damage.
That was a really sad nat 20 roll.
You know, I am a fairy. I am 6 inches tall.
So as these like balls of light that you're sending at this thing slam into it, you watch as one of them like slams into where one of these like stones are, and it cracks, and part of this creature like starts to falter, and like half of this water elemental like just falls into this lake below, and it seems like it's almost like this water is glitching out as the damage it's taken has started to affect the stones. And Taza, or excuse me, anything else on your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, Taza, it is your turn. You are restrained. You can.
Yeah, absolutely. Taza's gonna just like flex and try to break out.
Okay.
Badger is like gnawing at the at the thing to help.
Give me a strength save.
Yeah, and that's actually with advantage because I am raging. Oh my god!
You passed.
Yay!
You barely passed.
Oh my god! Oh, can I do anything as a bonus action? No, I've already raged. No, I don't have bonus actions. Can't do that. That's an attack. I need 5th level is what I need. That's what
One
I
day
need.
Hey, no, one day
Yeah.
we'll get there. I believe in you.
Yeah,
You're
thank
gonna
you.
get to 5th level.
We're gonna do this. Taza can't do anything, so Taza's gonna move back to the water bear. Well, how deep is the water? You just got pulled into it.
Currently, you're up to your waist.
Okay, cool. He's fine then. He's just gonna grab back onto his axe and just like get ready to swing again. But Norg, we took care of the shimmeries. Okay. Norg is kind of feeding off of Taz's anger right now, happily. And let's see. Norg is going to, let's see, 30 foot long, 5 foot wide, 10 like shards, 621 slashing, from bleeding. Okay, Norg is gonna carefully like take to the skies and swoop up and angle his breath, which is only a 5 foot wide line. But he's absolutely gonna go use his breath weapon. I'll just put it in chat. So targets in its path take 21 damage of magical slashing, and then
Okay.
lose 5 points from bleeding at the start of their turns for 2 rounds.
And who are you trying to target with that?
The one that's attacking, the one that gripped Taza.
Okay.
Would be the main one.
Okay. Do they make a save?
Yeah,
Dex save.
so they got to make a dex save of 12.
Dex save. So, 7, and then the last one is with disadvantage because of the euphoria breath. So both of the water weirds fail.
Dope. So that's,
the one.
Oh, go ahead.
You said it was 21 damage.
Yep. 21
So-
magical slashing.
The first one that Puck had started to kind of break down, as this breath goes shooting directly through it, the stones shatter and it falls just into the water as though it was regular liquid. The other one, 2 of the stones shatter, and Yue, from its arm that's kind of extended away from it, that's pulling you in, that arm just falls apart. And there's just like sort of a small form of it left. Anything else for Taza and Norg?
Nope. That's it.
Okay. It's the Shimmerling's turn. And they just start to cast dancing lights all over the place. But instead of the normal three or 4 orbs, there's like probably 30 just everywhere as they kind of start flying around, floating above. Not really interested in dying and engaging the things that we're fighting in. And it is Donnick's turn.
Okay, so Khan is going to point his maw at because now he's like, oh yeah, we do get to attack, that's great. And he's going to point his maw at one of the elementals, just open up and exhale a gigantic amount of like white hot embers from his mouth to cinder breath.
Okay.
Make a DC 12 saving throw, my friend.
What stat? Dex?
Dex, yes.
15. So it'll take half.
It's taking half, yeah. So 4d10 fire damage. 11 damage. 11 fire damage.
Okay.
In the
Why
form
are-
of being pelted by white-hot rocks.
Okay. These all slam into it, and it's starting to steam, though it is still up.
I'm actually going to follow suit of my son, and I'm going to fly down a couple feet, and then thunderous charge the remaining feet to lash out with an attack. Thunderous charge. So I'm going to choose to get a +5 bonus on the attack's damage.
Okay.
If it hits. So we'll see. I doubt
Do you
it will
have
hit.
one of my bardic inspiration dies?
I don't think so, no.
Okay, never mind.
Thank you for asking, though.
Mhm.
It does not hit.
A 9 does not hit.
Nope. However, I still have 2 more hits in me, because Dread Ambusher at the start of each turn. So we got 1 short sword attack. No.
Not quite. The 20 hits.
So the funny thing is, that last one is the one with the extra 1d8 of the weapon's damage type. So
Amazing.
this is going to be 1d6 plus 1d4, d8 plus 4. So that is a total of 16 slashing damage.
Okay, as you do this thunderous charge, taking all these swings, why don't you describe how you destroy this last water weird?
Remind me what it looks like again?
It's sort of like this amorphous water figure. It's slowly been like shrinking as some of these like glowing stones within it have been shattered.
Mm-hmm.
So it's at this point it's probably about 4 feet tall, a 4 feet tall little like blob of water with these tendrils coming out of it.
Okay, so like with one strike, a tendril wraps around the blade and tosses it aside. Another strike, the tendril wraps around the blade and almost tugs it directly towards it. And then like a gigantic mouth opens up in the middle of this water creature, trying to bite at him, pulling him through with the sword. But with one twist, just right between the little stones, suddenly splash of water as it became headless and went right back down to the water from whence it came.
Okay. And we can drop out of initiative as the shimmerlings float above for another 45 seconds or so, and then they just vanish, as do all their dancing lights that were around. And we're back in fairly dim light.
Do we need dark vision in this dim light?
You don't need dark vision to see. Perception checks and stuff like that are at disadvantage in dim light, but whether you have dark vision or not, so you can see.
Well, we had light and nothing bad happened. So as soon as they start disappearing, other forms of light just start popping up around Puck, because Puck is not going to sit here in the dark.
In some of the cracks in the wall, some glowing mushrooms are suddenly going to appear as Donick is like gently druid crafting.
Okay. With enough lights, with your dancing lights and these glowing mushrooms and sort of the dull glow from these different wish stones, you have eliminated the dim light. You can all see well.
So, I guess we need to move the stones.
I think we should make them move the stones.
Okay, well, we can't get through here to do
And
it.
I don't think that Hewitt wants to argue with them about it like any longer than we already have, so maybe we should just get it done over with, you know.
That was horrible. I saw my life flash before my own eyes.
Oh, hold on 1 second. I like grab a fistful, like I grab some of Hewitt's hair, grab a fistful and just like chop it so it's no longer dragging on the ground.
No, thank you, Donick.
You want a
Pink and
haircut?
blue. That would be nice, but I'm afraid you'd have to continuously cut my hair for probably the next day or so. Oh, my nails!
I take both sides of my scissors and hook them together and go through and I just do like a rough chop across around shoulder length just to
Pulling a Mulan.
Thank you.
it's not
Oh, God.
not great, but it'll grow.
Thank you, Puck. I appreciate it. And I'll just keep chewing on my nails and clipping them, I suppose.
You don't
Let's
chew my
move
nails,
these
they get all
rocks.
raggedy.
Taza, I
First
know
of
you
all-
have a lot of feelings about moving the rocks when, it's really not our problem. But clearly those little things aren't going to move these. We just have to be the bigger person here.
Yeah, if you tries to move them, like,
Move
they'll break a nail.
rocks. Taza goes and picks one up, and then like picks up more, and then more, and then more, because his carrying capacity is like twice what what a normal person's is, because he's considered large, and just loads up a ton of rocks and starts bringing them back in the direction that they came. He's going to put them down on their tables.
Oh, God, why?
One load. He's going back and get more. Figure it out. It's your problem. Grumpy.
Well, you better take care of the real problem.
You better take care of the real problem.
Your problem.
It's your problem.
Does he always argue like this with, I'm not gonna keep talking.
So, depending on how much help Taza gets, takes anywhere between an hour to 2 hours to get all of these stones moved. Especially with the added trip of taking them back to the table.
It's worth every bone ache.
As you get through, the water does start to creep through this sort of dam that has been created. Are you going to keep moving past past the water level and let it rush through, or how are you dealing with that?
I can't hear.
If I may, I'm a little injured from getting smashed by a sentient wall of water and then half drowned. Thank you for rescuing me, by the way, Donick. Can we take a quick breather?
I feel like my support here is just not appreciated all the time.
No,
Puck.
I handled the other one. That was Puck. At the same time, like in the midst of a battle, it's really hard to tell, especially with all the light going on.
It's whatever. It might be a good idea to let this go a little slower.
What if we take some of these and put it at the bottom so the water will just rush over it, make them river stones? Yeah, cool.
That's not a bad idea.
Can't help me with this. And I'm just grabbing some of the stones and trying. Whenever Taza comes in, I drop the stones and look like I'm doing nothing. When Taza leaves to drop more on the table, he's just taking some stones and putting them on the riverbed, desperately doing as quickly as possible so he doesn't get... Because he's not taking it to the table, and he doesn't want Taza to think he's that... Yeah.
Khan is in... While y'all did have a little heart-to-heart, is moving particularly slow. In spite of being a dragon, is little claws picking the smallest ones up at a time. Very slowly. But after these 2 hours, you do get through. The water starts to slowly move through and refill this stream that has mostly dried out.
So can we take the equivalent of a short rest?
You can take the equivalent of short rest, yes.
Okay,
good
so if
news
y'all are
is-
going to be spending hit dice, I'll use Song of Rest, so you get to add an extra d6 to the HP you regain.
As you're at this... Oh, go ahead.
I mean, the good news is our timer's run out because we've technically already refilled the river. We don't have to worry about this anymore. We just got a different problem to solve.
As the water starts to rush down, you see this large hallway. It seems well mined, but after about 120 feet, you can't see as the darkness just overtakes it. What are
I
y'all
can
doing?
send my lights down there.
As your lights float
That
down.
was an
Or is that
offer to the rest
an
of the
offer?
group.
Okay.
Anyone wants to respond?
Sorry, I was regaining hit points because I was like on the death's door.
Go ahead.
That sounds like a good idea, Puck. I'm a little wary of venturing forth without looking first before I leap anymore now, given the fact that I almost drowned.
Why don't I head forward while it's still dark, because I can see in the dark, and so some birds can actually shift their feathers to look like a different pattern. So the aurora on his chest, the cool brown on his back, they shift almost into like a shadowy gray. It doesn't fool anyone in the middle of daylight, but in the darkness, this is how I'm explaining his gloomstalkery nature.
Mhm.
So they can't see me if they rely upon dark vision. So I'm just gonna go ahead. I'll let you know and turn the lights on. And I forge ahead.
Okay. So how far ahead are you going?
Where where the shadow touches, about 5 feet farther than that, and I'm gonna look for try and perceive as much as I can.
Okay. And you have 60 feet of dark vision?
Yeah, 60.
Okay. So as you go, you get to the point where this kind of shadow touches, and you take a little step further. You see much further down a gray glow. It's light, but it doesn't seem quite right. And also, I would like you to give me a perception check at disadvantage.
At disadvantage. 19.
Okay. As you walk, you see another one of these Brigganock just sitting. Its floating soul is gone. It looks sad. And it's just staring. You see it blink every once in a while.
I gently tap over, and I lean close to it because it can't see me. Hey, little friend, you okay?
Blinks straight ahead.
Can you tell me your name?
Continues blinking.
God, this is sad. Can I try and perceive what exactly happened to this little fella?
Sure. Why don't you make a Arcana check?
Arcana, come on, not nature. Yeah, 10. Nope.
A 10. You can't tell, though it matches up with what Puck told you earlier about being monochromatic. Though I guess in dark vision everything's black and white, but
I gently pick him up off the ground. Come on, let's take you back to your friends.
again, it doesn't respond really. It's almost like being boneless, almost like completely limp as you pick it up.
I gently
pick them up.
Yeah, I gently grab their hand, and I just like you would walk with a very confused child. I'm just walking them back to the dam.
Slowly, they kind of get up and follow you as they walk, feet dragging, but still not really acknowledging. As you get back, the three of you also see this individual, and Puck looks exactly like the other Brigganock that you saw earlier.
Oh, you found another one.
Yeah, they're real sad.
Yeah, that's why they don't want to go down there. But there's something down there that's making them like this.
I don't know what could do it.
What'd you see?
Right. So I saw a long stretch of tunnel and around further than 20 feet, further than 60, right near the end, there was this gray light. It was just shining. I think that's where we need to go. I didn't see any traps, so I think we're okay.
Okay. Well, I assume that's probably the trap itself.
Probably, yeah.
Before we venture in deeper, friends, I think I have to extend some gratitude to you, Puck, of course, for helping us through that fight. You as well, Donick, and you, Taza, with your badger. That was incredible. I almost want to be hypnotized again just so I can witness it. And of course, all of our dragon
There's a badger?
companions for helping as well. Yes, there was a badger. Were you not able to sit? Oh, it's probably because you were able to resist the patterns that those shimmerlings were weaving through the air. But I saw a ghostly badger perched upon Taza's head staff. It was quite beautiful.
That's my grandmother. Great.
Trix
Always
whispers
with
in the back of your ear, Puck. Can I breathe on them? Then you can see the badger.
No.
Why? Oh, okay.
Save your breath in case we need it later.
That's not as fun, but okay, fine.
Yes, I know.
Puck, I think you're good to light up the area if you want.
Oh, perfect. No.
Hold on, I was trying to bardic inspiration all y'all.
Oh!
Yeah.
Nice.
So each of you, who already has one? I think I gave one of you a D6.
I think it happened before your previous short rest, so I think they only last for 10 minutes.
Oh, it's gone now? Okay. Then I have 4. I'm gonna give one to each of the PCs. 2, 3. And I'll give one to Sing, my dragon, as well.
Okay.
Yes. So my words imbue you with some bravery. And feel free to just add them to your attack, saving throws, and ability checks, because of my subclass, you get like extra bonus things when you add your bardic inspiration to something else.
So it's a 1d6?
It's 1d6 right now. Yeah. When I level up, it's gonna be a 1d8 when I level up 2 more times. Hopefully. Hopefully.
Okay. Are y'all heading further down or back to the little Brigganock land? Or to the Flithier?
Should probably break the Brigganock home.
Yeah, do we have to go and take care of this monochrome thing? We're on
Yeah,
a
we
tight
kind of said we
deadline.
were going to
Oh, did
do
we?
that.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why
and-
we're here.
I missed that.
Donick mentioned it earlier, but the deadline doesn't matter. All we promised is that the water would return. The water's returning.
Yeah,
So technically speaking,
That's
this is what we're talking.
true.
our original goal has now been achieved. Or
Oh,
is
but I'm
started.
curious. Are the rest of you curious about what's in there? It could be some powerful magic that if we defeat, we could acquire for our own.
I don't want to be able to do this. I'm like looking at the Brigganock.
No, but we said we'd take care of them.
No, I mean, I don't
Just-
want to be able to do this to people.
No, we said we'd get rid of the problem, though,
Yeah, that's cool. I could do that.
in exchange for them moving the stones.
But they didn't move the stones.
Well, they're...
To be frank, if we don't do it, they're just going to put the stones back, and then we're stuck with our original problem
Alright,
again.
you're probably right. All right, let's do this.
So you get this colorless Brigganock back to its clan. There's a lot of concern, hushed whispers. The elders, you're going to deal with this problem, yes?
We told you we would, so yeah.
Only if you stop damming up that tunnel. We're gonna take care of this for you, and in exchange, you're gonna stop. Please.
Please.
I mean, sure, if you don't, we won't dam it if you don't want us to, if it's safe.
We're working on it. We'll get there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Um,
We're just bringing this one back first, because we found him on the other side. You blocked him in here.
well, we didn't know he was there. But yeah, maybe we shouldn't have done that. But also, I had to protect my people.
maybe there are ways to protect your people without also messing up other people's lives.
And sticking him behind, rock walls.
Yeah, well,
It's okay. Just like make sure it doesn't happen again. Accidents happen. We all cock up sometimes, but you gotta accept your consequences and move on.
okay. Oh,
I have a suggestion.
okay.
Maybe make a rule that you don't go into certain places rather than building walls.
Looks like starts stroking his chin. I hadn't really considered that before.
Also, you should have tunnel buddies, because this person obviously doesn't have a buddy, and without a buddy, you could get really adrift, man.
I don't. Yeah. Okay. Well, but I just feel really nervous with the tunnel open. So maybe.
We'll take care of what's in there, and then you can just keep that tunnel open and throw those bad wishes elsewhere, okay?
Okay. Here's some road sandies. Hands all of you sandwich. One is about the size of Puck.
Oh.
That's thank you.
I'll just carry yours, Puck. Let me know when you
You
want
have any gluten-free bread? I'm not gluten-free. I just prefer the more expensive bread.
We don't. No. What?
Never mind.
I just I gently beak the words "I'm sorry" over you, which of course, it's a beak. It doesn't make any sense. It's just but
Amazing. Okay, so as you all head down this cave, this last path, Puck, you have your lights up, correct? The color changes the further down you get. Even the dirt gets sort of grayed out. There are occasionally wish stones, and you watch as you approach one of these, it's like this bright blue wish, and you watch as the light from the stone gets pulled away towards this gray. You feel a gust of wind, and I need all of you to make a wisdom save.
I can't wait to
I'm
fail
so
this.
I'm
Excuse
so
me.
unwise.
I need all of you who have any spells to make a wisdom save.
Is this a magical effect or a spell?
This is a magical effect.
Okay, I have magical resistance. I keep forgetting I have that as a Renti, so I'm gonna do it twice.
Okay. Should our dragons roll?
Your dragons don't need to roll.
Okay.
16, 11,
Mm-hmm.
and 13.
13.
Okay, so Puck and Donick, your highest level spell slot is pulled from you.
Oh.
And you watch as some of your color starts to shift as this wind doesn't come from this area, it pulls to. All of you are kind of pushed in that direction. You come to this large opening. In the center, floating in this grayish light, is the form of a small child, almost in the fetal position. You hear this voice as the wind rushes towards, and you actually watch as that magic that left you goes towards them. They look. Who are you? Why are you here?
Steven?
Yeah.
What if we had no slots remaining in our highest level spell slot?
It is at least temporarily gone.
So I have no... yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Okay.
We're here to help. Do you need help?
I don't know. What?
Who are you? How did you get here?
Who am I? How did I get here? Who am I? How did I get here? I woke up here. I don't know. And you can feel the distress rising. You see this grayish light starting to grow stronger.
I gently walk over to it and, crouch down, and I place a wing over it. It's okay. You're safe.
As you do that, they almost like teleport to a different spot in the room. Stay away from me. Stay away from me.
It's okay.
We're not here to hurt you.
We just want to help.
I'm disconnected. I can't.
From what?
Everything. From everything.
What can we do to help you reconnect?
I mean, and you see, why don't you, Taza, I would like you to make a perception check in this room.
Oh. Perception check. Oh
Actually, all of you
Computer
can.
Screen, what are you doing?
Okay. Is this person like a human, or are they like a fluter?
Oh, take a 21.
They are humanoid.
Okay.
As you 3, 11, 21. Taza, as you look around, you see these roots all around this room that seems to have been at one point coming in towards the center. A lot of them are like decayed or chopped or broken and litter the ground around where this seeming child was. Donick, you notice as Taza, as you're observing that, you notice this child, their skin sort of glows, and you can feel some sort of power emanating from them. They are definitely not what they seem from a visual standpoint.
Can I like Arcana check or something, like to see like what kind of magic is pulsating in this room? What seems to be driving them to suck magic out of my friends?
Mm-hmm. Roll an Arcana check.
Okay, come on, don't fail me now. Ah, it failed me now.
Sorry, I'm just thinking about your different characters real quick. And Taza, roll a history check.
Oh God, why?
I was gonna ask. I've been around a lot of different places. Can I roll a history
Yeah,
check?
you can roll
and see if
history
this
as well,
sounds
yes.
Like
I have a specialty. I have proficiency in history. Oh God.
25.
Oh, nat 20. We got both sides. Fuck. There is kind of in your travels in the Feywilds, there is this. You're not sure if it's a legend. You're not sure if it's a myth or what. But you've heard of these stories of these roots of the world that connect the memories of the planes, the Feywilds, the material plane, the celestial plane. And you've heard that there are beings that help those survive and thrive.
So you were disconnected. What disconnected you?
I don't know. I've been asleep for so long. I've been.
Do you know if you belong here in this cave? Because I think we've gotten to the root of the problem.
I don't know. I remember a door. I remember. I need to go through the door. I need to go to the door. I need to go through the door. There's a waterfall. I need to go through the door. Someone needs to open the door.
I look around for a door.
There's no door.
Well, there's no door here, so clearly you're in the wrong place, friend.
Maybe. I don't know how I got here, though.
Okay. Did you grow here?
Did I grow here? Did I grow here? Did I grow here? I was born here? I was made here?
Made
Okay.
by whom?
Or about what?
Hey, I was made by Suli. Suli? You would all recognize that name as the Fey god of life and death and the cycles of life.
So you're made here. I look around at the trees, the roots. And once you're ready, you just stayed here?
I don't know, something's wrong. Something's wrong. I'm supposed to...
Can you let me help you? I might be able to assist. Is it okay if I cast a spell on you? It's not to hurt you, it's to help you remember.
Maybe I can't control anymore. I can't control.
Look at me.
And you feel this power starting to rise and rise and rise. And we're going to have to find out what happens next week on Into the Mysts.
I knew it.
What did I miss?
The power is like overwhelming this little creature, and it's
made
about
by
to do
Suli.
something.
Oh,
god.
I don't know if you heard that. That's the god of life and death, and cycles of life. The Fey god.
And Yua was about to cast a spell to help them remember, but they were like, I can't control it, and then
Well, they're about to like explode. We're about to get into some boss fight shit, my dudes.
either that, or it's going to be some time for therapy. You know,
every RPG needs a little therapy time.
that's true.
Well, y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you for again for doing this. This is very, very fun. Everybody in chat, thank you. We appreciate you all for hanging out with us and enjoying this story. If you just caught us kind of partway through this and you haven't seen anything else, our previous 3 episodes are all on our YouTube channel. And we will be back here next Thursday at 9 a.m. Why don't you all give one more plug for who you are, what you do, where people can find you, how they can support you. And we're going to start with Luca this time.
Sorry, I was reading chat. Baby Dwagon. What's up, everybody? My name's Gnome. You can catch me at Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Nomadic. I do TTRPG things at TTRPG Spaces. Tonight, before everybody goes and watches Critical Role, why don't you do a little warm-up and come hang out with me and Eris and Sailor Scout Austin and Wally132 and April Raygun. We are going to jump in to the 1980s that never was and play some Tales from the Loop over on the Gamehole Con channel because it's their virtual con right now. So we're gonna play some Tales from the Loop. Come hang out. That's 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Central Time. It'll be a hoot. Actually, it won't. It's gonna be a Robo Dino time.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
It just combines all the elements of things I love. So
I love it. Eris.
Hi, I'm Eris Savad. I make things like that necklace behind me and also dice trays and bags and all sorts of stuff. You can find the things that I make at erisavad.com. You can find me sewing up chaos on Twitch and TikTok as Eris Savad. You can find me everywhere else, really, as Stitched by Eris. And we do all that stuff. There's so much going on that I don't even know if I can talk about yet. So hang out with me and Gnome on Gnome Brew in the morning, and we'll talk about whatever we can. That's on Gnome's channel.
Awesome. Connie.
Hey everyone, I'm Connie, pronouns they, he, and she. When I'm not here, guesting on Faeforge Academy, I am the GM and producer behind Transplanar RPG, which is an all transgender, people of color led, 100% homebrew, Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition live streamed actual play campaign set in an original, non-colonial, anti-Orientalist world. It's a story about broken heroes trying to save an even more broken realm. If that's interesting to you, tune in Saturdays to our main campaign at 3 p.m. US Central Time on Twitch at Transplanar RPG. RPG. We also have a mini-series running. Volume 1 of Endake Anthologies features a brand new cast, but I'm still GMing, all trans, all BIMPOC cast of incredible performers. We've got Humna Enbidair, as well as Quintastic, as the Hounds of Mercy in Hounds of Mercy versus Mercy 7 Evil X's and all of Endake, in which a group of monster hunters rally after the apocalypse and try to hunt down their fearless leaders, Evil X's, to restore balance to the realm. And that streams Tuesdays at 7 p.m. US Central Time on Transplanar RPG. It is extremely sad and horny, so if that's interesting to you, tune in then. And that's me. I'm going to pass it to Northern Elite.
I was just about to talk while muted. That was going to be bad. Hi, I'm Nordine Ali. My pronouns are he, him. You can catch me online on Twitter, Instagram, and the other one, Twitch. Here. Werewolf Feels. I go by the same name in all the places. Don't look at Facebook. On that note, I'm in a couple crazy, super cool, fun games. Not crazy, really, but super cool, fun games. On several different channels right now. I'm on Loading Ready Run and on Gehenna Gaming, somehow both at the same time. On Monday evenings, you can catch me Saturday afternoon for the penultimate episode of Mage over on Roll For It. That's starting at 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Oh, stuff has happened. And there's even more on the horizon. On top of that, I'm a tabletop writer and cultural consultant. You can find all the projects I've worked on nordinlikdir.card with 2 R's.co. Tons of stuff happening, stuff I cannot announce, stuff I can't wait to announce, and stuff I'm confused about announcing. So, what I can announce, that's where you can find it. And I'll popcorn it over to Steven.
All right, and I'm Steven. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at @the_baddm and all the Fayforge social media stuff. If you are just stopping in, the Fayforge Academy's primary show is a podcast that's released every Friday on all of your favorite podcatchers that follows 6 magic students in a magic academy that is built where the borders between the feywilds and the material plane is the thinnest. It also happens to be the exact same world that we are playing in. We're just spending a lot more time in the feywilds over here. So I saw some people yelling about screams in Fayforge in chat. There were some big connections that we made in this episode, and this stream, we just a couple weeks ago finished up a different stream called The Secrets Below, and earlier this summer we did a Sky Pirates show called On Winds and Whispers that Eris was actually a part of. All of those are in the same world. They all affect the storylines of one another, and it's a lot of fun. And all of that does come together on our show every Friday. And other than that, we would love it if you would support this show if you've been enjoying it. These are some wonderful creators that I get to. I honestly have to pinch myself every Thursday morning to remind myself that I get to play with these amazing people and that it's not just a dream. And so if you want to do that, you can do that. We have a Ko-fi, or you can give through Streamlabs. That's how shows like this get made. We wish, I know all of us wish we could just do it for free and not have to worry about it, but we all are human beings in this capitalist hellhole that we all live in. And so we have bills to pay and stuff. So as a way to say thank you to these wonderful folks, that is one way you can do that. And with that, we're gonna find someone to raid. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. We will see y'all next week, and we're gonna go hang out with Critical Bard. So we will see y'all soon. Bye.